Imagine having the worst headache in history. Not a migraine. Not a fever. A headache so unbearable that the king of the gods begged someone to split his skull open. And when they did, a fully grown woman wearing golden armor, carrying a spear and shield, leaped out. This wasn't a horror story. This was the birth of Athena, and the terrifying prophecy that Zeus tried, and failed, to escape. Long before Athena was born, Zeus ruled Mount Olympus. He had defeated the Titans. He had overthrown his own father, Cronus. The universe finally seemed under his control. But Greek mythology has one simple rule: no king stays comfortable for long. One day, Zeus fell in love with a Titan goddess named Metis. Metis wasn't famous for beauty. She was famous for wisdom. Her name literally meant wisdom, intelligence, and clever planning. She became Zeus's closest advisor. But then, a prophecy arrived. And prophesying in Greek mythology almost never ended well. It said that Metis would have 2 children. The first, a daughter who would be wiser and stronger than anyone alive. The second, a son powerful enough to overthrow Zeus himself. Sound familiar? It should. Because Zeus had overthrown his father. And Cronus had overthrown his father before him. The cycle seemed destined to repeat itself. But instead of accepting fate, Zeus came up with one of the strangest plans in mythology. And it would change Olympus forever. Zeus refused to lose his throne. He believed he could outsmart destiny. So he tricked Metis. According to the myths, Zeus convinced her to transform herself into something tiny. Some stories say a fly. Others say a drop of water. The exact form changes depending on the version. But the ending is always the same. The moment she transformed, Zeus opened his mouth and swallowed her whole. Just like that, the goddess of wisdom disappeared. Problem solved. Or so Zeus thought. Because while Metis was trapped inside him, she wasn't dead. She was still alive. And she was still carrying their child. Inside Zeus himself. While trapped there, Metis continued working. She forged armor. She crafted weapons. She whispered wisdom. All from inside the king of the gods. Zeus believed he had beaten prophecy. Instead, he had made it impossible to escape. Then something began happening to Zeus. At first, it was only a small pain. But within days, it became unbearable. Zeus began suffering incredible headaches. Not ordinary pain. Every heartbeat felt like thunder inside his skull. The king of the gods screamed in agony. The heavens shook. Lightning flashed across the sky. The other Olympian gods had never seen Zeus like this. Nothing helped. No magic. No power. No divine medicine. The pain only grew worse. Finally, Zeus couldn't take it anymore. He called for help. Different ancient stories named different gods. Some say it was Hephaestus, the god of blacksmiths. Others say it was Prometheus. A few even say Hermes. But the most famous version tells us it was Hephaestus. Zeus gave him an unbelievable order. Split open my head. Imagine hearing that command. The king of the gods asking someone to crack open his skull. Even for the gods. That sounded insane. But what happened next became one of the most unforgettable moments in all of mythology. Hephaestus lifted his massive bronze axe. The gods watched in silence. One swing. Crack. Zeus's skull split open. A brilliant light exploded across the heavens. Then, out stepped Athena. Not as a baby. Not as a child. Fully grown. Fully armored. Helmet shining. Shield raised. Spear in hand. Some ancient writers even claimed she burst out with a battle cry so powerful. The entire universe echoed with it. The Olympian gods stood frozen. Athena wasn't confused. She wasn't weak. She was already prepared for war. Born ready. Born wise. Born fearless. She instantly became one of the most respected gods on Olympus. Athena wasn't just the goddess of war. That surprises many people. Ours represented violence. Chaos. Bloodshed. The brutal side of battle. Athena represented something completely different. Strategy. Discipline. Intelligence. Planning. She believed wars should be won with wisdom before swords. She also became the goddess of learning. Craftsmanship. Justice. Architecture. And civilization itself. Heroes constantly sought her guidance. She helped Perseus defeat Medusa. She guided Odysseus during his long journey home. She protected cities, including one that would later bear her name, Athens. Even today, the city still honors the goddess who became its protector. Here's the twist almost nobody notices. Zeus swallowed Metis because he feared losing power. Instead, He created one of the greatest gods Olympus would ever know. Athena became his closest ally, his wisest advisor, his most trusted daughter. The prophecy didn't destroy Zeus, but it proved something deeper. You cannot control destiny by using fear. Every attempt to escape fate only brought it closer. It's one of the oldest lessons in Greek mythology, and one that appears again, and again, and again. Athena's birth remains one of the strangest stories ever told. A prophecy, a desperate king, a goddess swallowed alive, a headache powerful enough to shake heaven, and a warrior born from the mind of the king of the gods. It's bizarre, it's unforgettable, and thousands of years later, people are still talking about it. Because mythology isn't just about monsters and magic. It's about fear, choices, power, and the consequences of trying to outrun destiny. If you enjoyed this Greek mythology story, subscribe because we're uncovering the wildest myths ever told, one day at a time. Tomorrow's story is even more unbelievable. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you like that, please turn on post notifications.